Some big breaking news to bring you tonight, and it's transfer related. And Manchester United have made an improved bid of more than £60 million for Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo.
But we start with the latest transfer news and an update on Manchester United's pursuit of Bryan Mbeumo. Mark McAdam joins me once again. And Mark, we know that Manchester United want to sign Mbeumo this summer. What is the latest?
It's been one of the sagas of the summer so far, hasn't it? Manchester United remain hopeful of concluding a deal for Bryan Mbeumo following the Brentford sporting director's comments yesterday. Phil Giles said a deal is there to be done, but only if it's right for the club, and Mbeumo is happy to stay, crucially, if nothing is agreed. Manchester United.
But we are going to start with a brand new interview with Brentford sporting director Phil Giles, who's given an update on the future of Manchester United target Bryan Mbeumo and the captain Christian Norgard, who's closing in on that move to Arsenal. This just into us.
It's on him.
There's significant interest in Bryan. I think it's been documented and publicised about his current preference. I think, from what I understand, he's also, if needs be, happy to stay at Brentford next year as well. So listen, let's see on that. I think our position is he had an unbelievable season last year. We expected interest in him. If that deal's right, there's a deal to do. And if it's not, then he'll stay.
But he wants to join Manchester United. I do think, with the clubs remaining in talks, that we are getting very, very close to them having an agreement.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because Brentford's players have done so well for them, but now they're all in the shop window and everyone's nicking them, basically, none more so than their captain, Christian Norgard. What's happening there? Is he going to Arsenal?
And it was really nice to hear Phil Giles talk about being really happy for Christian Norgard to get this opportunity to complete a move to Arsenal. 6 years of service, 2 years as captain as well. He's been a real leader.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a rebrand, a rebuild. Rúben Amorim really putting his DNA on this Manchester United attack over the course of this summer. It's going to be an expensive rebuild as well. We know that Matheus Cunha is in, Bryan Mbeumo, we've just explained there. We know that there is interest in signing a new number 9 at Old Trafford. One of the players on their radar. We know there has been links with Viktor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko. Another player of interest, the 29-year-old at Aston Villa, Ollie Watkins. Manchester United are exploring a potential deal for someone who has 3 years left on their Villa contract. This will have no effect on Rasmus Højlund and what they decide to do with him or his future. But as of yet, it's important to point out there has been no club-to-club contact between Villa and Manchester United. And of course, this will be funded by a number of players leaving Old Trafford this summer as well. But this is certainly one to keep an eye on as Manchester United look to strengthen right through the middle.
Projected worth up to £55 million, and that Brentford valued Mbeumo at more than £60 million. We know they're willing to listen to offers for a player who has effectively got 2 years left on his deal, and United have now gone back in and they've gone for over the £60 million mark. Now, Sky Sports News revealed previously that, of course, Spurs had held initial talks with Brentford for the 25-year-old as well. We understood he was intrigued by the proposition, of course, linking up with his former boss Thomas Frank, but that as it stood, he was leaning towards United. Well, now United have come back in with a bid which may well,
as far as they're concerned, are relaxed about the current situation. They believe that Bryan wants to join them in Old Trafford, so therefore they're confident, comfortable and relaxed with regards to his stance. You have to remember that Manchester United last week had their initial Michael knows, so therefore they do have other options, but right now it looks like it's going to be a Manchester United situation for Bryan Mbeumo.
Spurs' interest, just a spanner in the works, to quote Mr McAdam. Does Thomas Frank's arrival
don't quote me.
change that?
Well, let me just say, Spurs